The Corvette is the only car on Earth where a $70,000 version and a $175,000 version are sold at the same dealership, by the same guy, in the same khaki pants, and both buyers think they got the better deal. The Corvette isn't one car, it's 7 different arguments about what a sports car should be. Mess up the level and you're either overpaying for stuff you'll never use or leaving performance on the table that would have cost you almost nothing extra. Stick with me and you'll know exactly which one delivers the goods and where you're just paying for a decision you haven't thought through. Level 1. The entry card, C8 Stingray 1LT. This is GM opening the velvet rope. The 2025 Stingray starts at $69,995. Mid-engine layout. 6.2-liter V8. 490 horsepower. 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds. 2.9 seconds? From a Chevrolet dealership in the same strip mall as the oil change place. The sports car world is still processing that. You get a 12-inch digital cluster, 8-inch touchscreen, wireless CarPlay, Bose audio, and a cockpit so driver-focused it looks like GM hired someone from Ferrari and told them to calm down. People treat this like a compromise. It's not. The 1LT beats a base Porsche 911 Carrera to 60 by a full second. It costs $60,000 less. If you're coming from a Mustang or a Supra, you're not buying down. You're buying up hard. Add the Z51 Performance Package for $6,195. Stickier tires, limited slip diff, shorter gearing. 0 to 60 drops to 2.8. Level 2, the sweet spot. C8 Stingray, 2LT, 3LT. Same engine, same chassis. Completely different ownership experience. 2LT opens around $77,000. 3LT pushes past $83,000. You're paying for the version you'll actually want to live with. 2LT gets you heated and cooled seats, head-up display, navigation, 14-speaker Bose, and the performance data recorder. A built-in camera that logs your lap times, GPS telemetry, and brake zones from the factory. Porsche charges extra for theirs. Ferrari doesn't offer it. GM just includes it. The buyer already owned a 1LT, traded up after 18 months, and has sent you footage of himself at the NCM Motorsports Park via text. You pretended to watch the whole thing. Level 3, the hybrid, C8 E-Ray. The E-Ray starts at $109,295. 6.2-liter, V8 plus a front electric motor. 655 horsepower, all-wheel drive. 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. First Corvette ever with AWD. And here's the part that sounds insane. You never plug it in. The battery recharges through regenerative braking, all the traction benefit, none of the charging inconvenience. But be honest with yourself. The E-Ray is for someone who needs AWD year-round in Boston, Denver, or Seattle. If you never see ice, the Z06 gives you more performance for less money. The E-Ray makes sense. It just makes sense for a specific person. That person is a tech exec named Trevor, who talks about regenerative braking at dinner parties whether you asked or not. Level 4, the track monster C8 Z06. Now we're talking about a completely different machine. Z06 starts at $113,795, but what you're buying is not a fancier Stingray. It's a different species. The LT6 is a 5.5-liter naturally aspirated V8 with a flat plane crankshaft and an 8,600 RPM redline. 670 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds. Ferrari and McLaren use flat plane cranks. GM said same. The result is an engine that screams, literally, and sounds like nothing else with an American badge. The Z06 runs a 10.6 second quarter mile. A Ferrari F8 Tributo, $300,000, and does the same. The F8 doesn't come with a factory warranty and a Chevy dealer 12 minutes away. Skip the Z07 package unless you're actually hitting the track. Carbon ceramics are $9,000 and you'll burn through the tires in 2 sessions. If you made it to level 4, you know more about the Corvette lineup than 95% of people who claim to be car people. Hit subscribe. We break down cars the way they actually work. Level 5 is where things stop making sense in the best possible way. Level 5, the nuclear option, C8 ZR1. Here's a number, 1,064. That's the horsepower figure for the 2025 ZR1. Starting at $174,995. The most powerful V8 an American manufacturer has ever put in a production car. Twin turbos on the Z06's flat plane 5.5-liter, 828 pound-feet of torque. 0 to 60 in 2.3 seconds. Quarter mile in 9.6. Top speed of 233 miles per hour. 233 miles per hour in a Corvette that you can drive to your kid's soccer game. For context, a Lamborghini Huracan STO makes 640 horsepower and costs $330,000. A Ferrari SF90 makes $986 and starts at $520,000. The ZR1 makes $1,064 and costs $174,995. The ZR1 didn't just enter the supercar conversation. It walked in, sat at the head of the table, and asked who else was buying lunch. Honest take. Dealers are marking these up $30,000 to $50,000 right now. Let the first owner eat it. The second owner in 3 years gets it at sticker or below. Level 6, the cheat code, C7Z06/ZR1. Here's where we leave the showroom and go somewhere more interesting. The C7, 2014 to 2019, was the last front-engine Corvette. A lot of people think the C8 made it irrelevant. Wrong. The C7 Z06 made 650 horsepower from a supercharged 6.2-liter V8. $80,000 new. You can buy one today for $55,000 to $65,000 with low miles. That's a 650 horsepower supercar for the price of a loaded Toyota Tundra. The real story is the C7 ZR1. 755 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 2.85 seconds. Top speed of 212 miles per hour. New it was $122,000. Today, $80,000 to $100,000. Everyone's staring at the C8. While they do that, you can buy one of the greatest American performance cars ever built for half the price of a new Z06. That's the cheat code nobody's using. Budget for a Corvette knowledgeable mechanic. The dry sump oil system needs attention, and those supercharger belts are not cheap. Level 7, museum grade, C2 Stingray. This isn't cars anymore. This is rolling American history that appreciates faster than most real estate. The C2 ran from 1963 to 1967, 5 years. Chevrolet accidentally built one of the most collectible cars in American history. The 1963 split-window coupe. 1 year only, 10,594 built. Designer Bill Mitchell wanted the center spine down the rear glass. Engineer Zora Arkus Duntov, the father of the Corvette South, hated it. Blocked rear visibility. Customers complained. Gone in 1964. A clean split window in Concord condition is $187,000 today. The 1967 L88 427 cubic inch V8 advertised at 430 horsepower, actually closer to 560, had only 20 buyers that year. 20. A 1967 L88 coupe sold at auction for $3.85 million. A car that stickered for $5,000 new. Now worth $3.85 million. The buyer doesn't drive these, he insulates them from temperature, humidity, and sunlight with the same intensity other people apply to their children's education. He is not shopping. He is curating. No pick here. Just decide how much history you can afford. The real Corvette buyer lands between levels 1 and 4. $70,000 to $130,000. That's where the engineering matches the price and you actually drive the thing. Start with the 1L TZ51. Move to the 2LT when you want the data recorder. Jump to the Z06 when the Stingray stops being enough, and it will. The C7 is the used market cheat code nobody's talking about. The C2 is the trophy everyone wants and almost nobody can afford. Here's the truth about the Corvette that no other car can claim. It's the only sports car that's been making the right decision at the wrong price since 1953. Ferrari has prestige, Porsche has heritage, Lamborghini has drama. The Corvette just quietly beats all of them and then shows you the receipt. Thanks for watching.